none other than Dr. Lowe. Make it do what it do.
Everybody to the wild, wild west. A place that's untouchable like Elliot Ness. The track is the ear drum like a country in chest. Like the best for your Jimmy in the city of sex. We that sunshine state for the bomb and history. The place where you never find a dance flow empty and filthy. On the bishop for them green. Lean, mean, money making machine.
It's good to be before you again. I'm Dr. Lorenzo D. Smith, the host of Straight Talk, No Chaser. It's awesome that we can be here because it gives an opportunity to share some thoughts on our title today. Life is about people, not money or a job. Straight Talk, No Chasers, focus on conversation that is honest and very direct. So we want to kind of open the panel up, open up the airways so you can be a part of this and you can share your thoughts because we want you to be interactive. The calling number so you can be a part of it when you go to our radio station is 347-857-4192. Repeat that again, 347-857-4192. Press 1. Now make sure I get you online by identifying the last 4 digits of your cell. Ask for your location. You chat with Dr. Lorenzo D. Smith as we talk about our title on Straight Talk, No Chaser. Life is all about people, not money or job. And I want you to kind of think about that because it's going to be important as we go through this discussion process or a focus process, a conversation that's going to be honest and direct. You also can check us out on the web link. That's www.blogtalkradio.com/WVSW Internet Talk Radio. You also can tweet the show. We're excited where we're partners with the Brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, Zeta Phi Sigma _ with the number 10, and at Lorenzo D. Smith 15. The live broadcast will be available on Facebook.com, TikTok, Big O Live. Those three have the same handle, which is DRL Diaberto Smith. Then on Instagram, we have at Z Squad Greenville 1981. Again, a partner with the Brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity. And YouTube, that's the Smithway Enterprises 5018. WVSW 6 continent. And we're excited when we look and see the board flashing with many individuals from all over the world that wants to be a part of this. And I thank you so much. Some of them I can recognize, but they're constantly on here. And I know they're in another part of the world, but they're still checking out where some of the case there's late at night or early in the morning or on the next day. We thank you for taking time to be a part of this. We also want you to be able to register for WBSW radio giveaways. What you to do is send your name along with we have 4 means of transaction. And we're going to explain why we ask for those means of transaction. Your name is to be put in the raffle, attached with a means of transaction. Those 4 means of transaction are Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, and Zelle. What we want you to send it to is Lorenzo D. Smith 15@gmail.com. Now, the reason why we're asking for your means of transaction, we send out love offerings. And those love offers out to our listeners. And we want to truly, truly make sure we can send you something, even if you don't win the raffle. We ask for a Cash App or a PayPal or Venmo or Zelle. Again, to your name along with one of those means of transaction to Lorenza, which is Lorenza DSMITH 15 at gmail.com. We actually also sow a seed. We request that you sow a seed of $1 with WBSW Radio station by sending it to $, which is Cash App, $, Lorenza, Lorenza DSMITH. So sow a seed of $1 with us. We really appreciate you joining us and being a part, but we really want you. We also are working on monetizing a lot of our broadcasts, and you will see there's a way to just hit the button and make a donation of $1, whatever you feel comfortable. Because we purchase all these gift cards, we need gas vouchers, the food vouchers, the mover passes, purchase book. Give a shout out to several people joining us. We have Vivian. Thank you so much for joining us, along with the ID number 986293032. Also Zay, more like Ray, so it'd be Zay. Thank you so much. Also, we have Bennett. Thank you for joining us, along with Howard Naple. Thank you for taking time. Big Cliff. Thank you. Kevin Hunter. Thank you for taking time. There's a few others I want to give a shout out. We have a user. We have also Diamond. Thank you for taking time. They hate Print joining us. Thank you, Raymond. Anthony Rose. Thank you for taking time, Anthony. John Saba 727C4. Thank you so much. Brandy, taking time to join us. We have T. Thank you. Along with Laura Stark. Thank you so much. Patrice Zoe. Thank you so much. Denise Anderson. Charlie Sturtevant. Thank you so much. Jeffrey Elmore. Thank you for taking time. Norman Hunt. JT112. Faithful 22363. Again, Chef Harvey 510. Barbara Johnson. Another user. We have Linda Luster. Thank you. Another user. B joining us. Thank you, B. We also Gift YB89 user. Dr. Marshall, thank you for taking time to be here. Those are the ones that are joining us right now. Thank you so much for being here. We have that's S.O. King. Thank you. Elena, thank you. Thank you so much. It's exciting because the title tonight will focus on life is about people. And I want us to think about that for a second. If you believe life is about people, send me a heart. Just send us a like or send something up to let me know your is all about people. Too many times we get focused on other things. You know, I have an order and we'll talk about it, but let's finish with the title. Life is all about people, not money or jobs. And I want you to just think about that, because it's important that we address this topic, because we need to focus on how life is all about people, why it's all about people, and why it's not about money, and it's not about job. I know money makes the world go round, but is your life focused on just making money and you have forgot about the most important part of your life, and that's your family or the people around you? So I want you to kind of think about that for a second. We're going to give a shout out to our first sponsor. I want to thank them so much for always being here, sharing this time with us, by allowing us to play their promotion, or in essence, their advertisement. And this is an awesome group of individuals. This is L&T Stallworth Lawn Service, LLC.
That's right, hard work. Check out L&T Stallworth Lawn Service, LLC, the manicure expert in South Central Alabama. For more information, call Mr. Tony Stallworth at 334-300-7401. Again, that's 334-300-7401. Or just go to Facebook and Anthony Stallworth. DM Anthony, and he can connect with you. So we look forward to making it do what it do.
Thank you, Anthony Stallworth, and supporting what we're doing. You can go to Facebook and type in Anthony Stallworth, and it populates his information. And then you can DM him so you can talk with him and come to what's his cemetery. You can find that out, and he give you quotes to some prices for manicuring your lawn and cleaning off your property. Again, they're 7401. Let me give a shout out to Gigi that's joining us. Abrams, thank you so much for joining. Gussie, thank you. Jay Jackson, thank you. We have 2 users, and I saw down here, and I want to give a shout out. We got John. Thank you so much, John, is joining us. Look like that's Clint. Could be Clint. It's CLNT. Paulie, thank you so much for joining. But I want to give a shout out to Christy Bell. Thank you, Christy, for taking time. She's following this broadcast and following actually Dr. Lorenzo D. Smith. Thank you so much. Representative from Dubai, thank you so much for sharing. Share it with others so others in your areas can be a part of this. Again, life is about people, not about money, and it's not about a job. As I was saying earlier about the order that is already in place. If you're a Christian, you understand, and a practicing Christian, what the order is. It's always God, family, work, and community. We work up is not we work down. God expects the community to come together and speak with a working mindset, making sure our families that comes out of the communities is close to him. And we have to understand that life is about people. Too many times we get caught up in all about how much money you can make. I'll be sharing many times with individuals. I said, we see all these people on these various social media sites talking about all the money they're making. But you got to understand, every position and every opportunity you have with your entrepreneurs has a cap. And that cap is, how are you treating people? How do you place people within your business mindset? Or are you just all about grinding and chewing people up and not thinking about how you affect individuals? Victoria Smith joined us. Thank you so much. Rico, thank you for taking time to be here as well. Are you grinding people just like a meat grinder, and all you worried about how much money I can make? It's important that I do this job, but there's one thing we can understand, and we have to focus on that, how people are in your life. So we want to define people in life. Truly, a lot of times that's hard for people to do because your focus is more of a selfish focus, whereas your focus should be selfless. See, if you're selfless, you can give a definition. You can explain people in life and how you see those people. See, we would like to try to take this opportunity to talk about define people in life. See, the people that we cannot stop loving or even not sure that we can, sometimes are not all for a human being. Sometimes we are all not for a human being. We love people sometimes. We can't stop loving them. But you got some people that say they love you and not truly ready to love you. They focus on loving what you can do for them. Are you that person? Or your focus is what can a person do for me? And it's not, life is not all about tacos. Thank you so much. Bobby Dickerson joining us. Thank you so much for taking time. Life is not all about what you can do for me. It's more of what can we do for each other. But we want to understand that life is all about people, the individuals around you. So we're talking about people that we cannot stop loving, or even not sure that we can love them. Sometimes we are not all for human beings. That's a powerful statement. Think about that for a second. Are you that individual? Do you just focus on me, and not understand that individuals around you needs to have you understand their place in life? So we said, where is people place in life? See, we have to think out. See, in life, we make a lot of decisions. And a lot of time our decision don't allow us to conquer for our good. See, we conquer whatever we can, but we meat grind people as well and try to chew them up and spit them out. We cannot do that and say that we're for people, because we all have family members. We all have people we love. If we have that approach, someone will do your people, your family members, the same way. So I always said, as an educator for many years, that my focus was treating the children and the staff and the faculty as they are my family. Not going in and meat grinding those individuals because I can. See, I understood in life, what we do to survive does not define who we are. See, we can say, I'm doing this to survive. You're doing this, and your reason may not be to survive. It does not define who you are. If you are there, so I'm making this amount of money, that don't define you. The ideal is, are you happy in life? Or in essence, as our Lord and Savior said, do you have joy? See, when you have people in your life, you have joy. See, when you have money and a job that you're so proud and speak about when you walk in the room, love. People we care about. People we show loyalty to. People who we do and make to help us make it from day to day. See, we got to stop focusing on how many dollars I can put in the bank, but you're mismanaging it because you don't understand financial literacy. So why have the money if you don't understand? Yes, it's a comfort. Yes, it can buy you, but as quick as it comes in your hand, it's like that statement we know is proven that a dollar revolve to go around in the Black community 6 hours compared to any other community, minimum 14 days. We have to make sure we don't focus on just money. We got to focus on people. And that's what's important. We don't truly give a shout out to our next sponsors, and that's Lena Payton Webb. We want to thank her for being here and showing the support of what we're trying to do here. That's Lena Payton Webb, Blue Imp.
To share your inspiring story with the world, look no further than Blue Impressions Publishing, the premier publishing company that specializes in creating meaningful and impactful books and journals. Blue Impressions Publishing, veteran-owned by author Lena Payton Webb, offers comprehensive services to bring your vision to life. Their mission is to empower writers, mental health professionals, consultants, coaches, and spiritual leaders to make a positive impact through their publications. Not only do they publish your words, they give you the strategy to be a successful author and earn an additional source of income. So whether you're an aspiring author or a seasoned writer, Blue Impressions Publishing is the publishing company for you. Don't let your story go untold. Visit the website today, yourartisticexpression.com. You can also call 833-951-2665 to learn more about their services and to get started on your publishing journey. Blue Impressions Publishing, where inspiring stories leave a lasting impression.
Thank you, Lena Hayden Webb, and I'm going to say Sarah. She's Beta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. So I want to give her a true shout out. Thank you, part of the Blue and White family. I've been making things happen. Lena Payton Webb, go to Facebook, type it in, or just go to Blue Impressions Publishing, and you can populate the information so you'll be able to connect and see how they can make your journey in publishing your life story into a joyful and a profitable occasion. Truly, as we want to I'm going to shout out a couple of people that joined us. TC, thank you so much. We have Trey 13, thank you. We have Winzo, thank you so much. Along with it is Marlata, Taiwan, thank you so much. Janice Brown Young, thank you so much for taking time. People in life, we have to understand that throughout life we face a lot of conflicting loyalty every time we make a decision for survival. We have really lost who we are. We cannot even define people in life. We can't understand the importance of people in our lives. Sometimes we see people as property, and we start putting that in certain categories. See, the properties that those people may have and what they can bring to you can benefit you. But you have to understand, whenever you make your mind up to it, make sure people is really important to your life, then you'll get a chance to kind of see how their ability to bring things to you through their intelligence. Then their capacity to speak language, communicate with you. Creativity goes into play to help you understand how necessary being a person. The ability to make moral judgment. You want people who's able to do that consciousness. You have a sense of consciousness of what's going on. A free will. See, that's what people is all about. Being is ability to have free will. A soul. We talk about the inner self. When you connect with people, you connect with the inner self, which is the heart and the soul. Self-awareness. Understanding that I may not be where I think I should be because I may see myself as something else and other people reading me different. So I got to be self-aware. Also, being able to list things that we have to say we almost indefinitely have to do it. Have to make sure we're version of our, and too many times we get caught up in living and trying to impress people. See, impressing them through life is about people, but you impress them through money and job. So we ask the question, why are people so important in life? And I want you to think about that for a second. Why are people so important in life? Let's be realistic. See, without human beings, let me give you a good example. Let's go back to 2020 when the pandemic hit. See, that's when we really found out how important people are. Or we start realistically looking at how important people are in our life. Like, for example, a lot of people that was able to go back and go to work, they had to go to work, but they had to stay in their office. And a lot of individuals didn't like that. They're so used to being out. They can't sit. They have to be around people. So human beings are very important. That's why if we don't make the effort to understand, we must take care of each other. We need human beings to take care of each and every one of us. I'll tell you, because I think about when my father was in the nursing home and my sister. Even though they had a staff to take care of, they still needed family there, because we fed my father breakfast, lunch, and dinner. He wanted someone there. That's how important we were to him. So we have to keep in mind, people are very important. And that's why our life centers around people. And truly, I want you to understand, don't make the job the most important thing. Don't make money proving these individuals the most important thing. The most important thing is being in a position to take care of another human being. We have to be able to do that. When we're able to take care of each other, and that leads us to not only surviving, we'll have an opportunity to thrive. See, there's two things we talk about. I did a show about striving or thriving. Some people get confused. They say, well, I'm thriving. Then they're only thriving to a certain. Thriving, truly talking about, I have reached a point I understand. Striving is on working. So we have to make sure we keep our family close to us. Keep the order in place. Don't ever let the money and the job and the community come before your family and God. We truly have to understand, we know it is extremely important that we understand, without people in our lives, we have a different view of the world. We need individuals in our lives. Because in our relationship, whether it's a family relationship, a friendship, or a romantic relationship, or just a church relationship, a work relationship, we have to understand that people in relationships, they have a tendency to allow each other to grow and mature and thrive. So you thrive when you're around people. You strive when you want to get around people. We always have to keep that in mind. So we want to give a shout out to our next sponsor. You know, God has blessed us to be able to make sure we play in a time frame. And I have it set up, and I try to follow, make sure we get each one of those individuals representing business and advertisement on so you can hear. This is Mary Ruth Restaurant out of Georgiana, Alabama. See, it's still spinning. It may just come on. So as we move forward, we're going to wait for that.
Are you looking for home-cooked food in a family-friendly environment? Well, look no further than Mary Ruth's. Mary Ruth's Restaurant, located at 261 State Highway 106 in beautiful Georgiana, Alabama. Great food and a family friendly. And not just home-cooked breakfast. Home-cooked breakfast, lunch, and dinner items. Mary Ruth's Restaurant specializes in a meat and 3 vegetables meal. And meat and 3. Also, home-cooked hamburgers, Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, and much more. Seafood Friday. Mary Ruth's Restaurant has Seafood Friday, Barbecue Saturday, and it's all caught fresh and made from scratch, including the desserts and so much more. Eat good. Stop by 261 West State Highway 106 in Georgiana. Mary Ruth's Restaurant. Call today, 334-362-4032. That's 334-362-4032. Mary Ruth's Restaurant. Home-cooked meals, family-friendly environment, great food. Who can ask for more in a restaurant? Mary Ruth's Restaurant in Georgiana. breakfast from 7 a.m. until 10 a.m. Monday through Saturday. Lunch from 11 until 2. And dinner from 5 until 9. Barbecue Saturdays begin at 11 a.m. and last until 9. Mary Ruth's Restaurant in Georgiana. Home cooked food with a family-friendly environment. Come on inside. Dinner from 11 a.m. until 5 p.m.
You can give them a call ahead of time. They're in South Central Alabama. If you're traveling down to Fort Walton, Destin Beach, you pass by them coming from 65 North, pretty much anywhere Midwest, you will pass by Mary Ruth Restaurant on 106 West in Georgiana, Alabama. Truly, it's a great opportunity. You can give the co-owners, which are members of 586, which one of the family members, the family of the Blue and White, 586, Brother Marvin Lala Smith, along with Katrina Roper, Sarah Katrina Roper Smith, member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Give them a call ahead of time at 334-549-0950. That's Mary Ruth Restaurant in Georgiana, Alabama. Our next focus is truly important for us to look at. What is the role of people in our lives? I ask you to think about that for a second while I give a shout out to those individuals who's joining us. We have a ID that's joining us. That's 1003-245-682. We have Eleanor joining us. Thank you so much. We have Gail King joining us, along with University 216 joining us. Thank you so much. Those are a few others that's joined us slowly and slowly. When we talk about what is the role of people in our lives, we have to kind of think about it. Think about again 4 years ago. See, the pandemic isolated us, and we could not live isolated. About in most areas, there were a few places that we made sure that we could go so we wouldn't be totally isolated. And that was to the market or the grocery store or the convenience store or some particular area, which in a lot of areas, the beverage or sometimes your alcohol beverage places was available. People would stand out in lines outside the store to get it. Hardware centers open so they can make sure you can get what you need to repair your home while you was there. So, but that gave you chances to see people. Now, a couple other institutions that individuals really were upset said we could go to all the places. Why couldn't we go to these two particular institutions? One was the church. All the doors of the church, first time in history, all the doors of the church was closed. That created isolation, led us to being virtualized. In essence, we was virtually doing everything that allow our individuals to connect that way. But isolation came into play then, but you wasn't totally isolated because in essence, you had places you can go, but very limited. People have this grassroots, and we have to focus on the grassroots. We focus on the home. You focus on the block by block, the neighborhood. You focus on the community. We operate, and most people feel comfortable in small, isolated areas that makes up what we call our community. And the isolation came into play in 2020, and we began to get back where we was closely to where we was before the pandemic, but we probably won't ever get to that point because a lot of things happen in the process. See, we cannot live isolated. See, we have to have someone to influence us. We have to have someone to influence us, be by our side for all other basic needs. See, we had some people that was isolated, but they had some people go get them something. So you can't just stand to be totally isolated. You have to adjust. If you was families, it was great for families to come together. So the role of people in your life is very important. It keeps you from being isolated. See, people play a very important part of our life. But actually, the truth of this, and I want you to keep this in mind, that they are major assets of our life. They're major. People are. So we're talking about life is all about people, not money and not jobs. Because during that time, through in 2020, up into some phase in 2021, it didn't really matter about how much money you had. It didn't matter about a job. But the people, family, you was there and a lot of time able to cultivate with was there. So it mattered. People mattered. They was a major asset in your life, and you needed to understand and work so you can put you in a better position. See, those people that was your major assets of life helped in our well-being and survival. Our mental, our emotional, our spiritual, our physical, and our financial, our social, our psychological well-being were put into play right there. Because see, when we are able to be around people, have people in our life, it helps our well-being and our survival, and also for our psychological development. A lot of people, some of the children now that may be in the first, second, third grade, they was real emphasis, a lot of them. And they missed out on that. All you can do is take it one day at a time. It proved that the role of people in our life is important because our young people was the one that may have suffered more than others. And we have to understand how important life is all about people, not money and not jobs. Life is all about people, not money or jobs. Give a shout out to our next sponsor, Soap Gems by Jackson and Grace.
If you want to purchase some of the best soap and perfume scents in South Central Alabama, contact Soap Gem by Jackson and Grace. The owner is Miss Jennifer Jackson. Contact her or go to Facebook. Type in Jennifer with one N Jackson or Charlie Angel. There's several items like Bombshell, Chance of a Lifetime, Lover, Straight Addicts,
All right.
Manpower, Goat Milk Lotion, and Calming Lavender Sea Salt. So please check her out. Again, that number is 251-369-1344. Soap Gem by Jackson and Grace.
All the people in our lives. This is WVHW Radio, the internet station. We're number one. We have listeners and watchers in 43 countries, and we're also on 6 continents. We're social media. We have 7 social media devices and outlets that we're using, from YouTube. We have TikTok. We have Bigo Live. We have Facebook. We have Instagram, and we have Blog Talk Radio. So that's WVSW Radio. The internet station includes our bringing it together. So we thank you for support. Shout out to Sharon. Thank you, Sharon Hayes. Thank you for taking time to be here. Arnest Green. Thank you. Stephanie Yvonne. Thank you. Williams. Thank you so much, as well as Fritz. Thank you so much, Fritz, for taking time to be here. It's truly, we're to have you here, but we're going to move forward with our agenda and focus on a few more things because we're about to wrap it up. So, next question I thought was important after the role of people in our life is, what is life all about in life? We ask you that question because we want you to know that life is important, and people in your life make it more satisfying. Too many times we get caught up in the money and caught up with the job. They say some people may be millionaires and very, very unhappy. See, happiness is a phase of joy. See, because you don't have anybody in your life, because you grind and it was like a meat grind, and you grind up everybody around you, and you had to grind them out, and they're no longer there. Just remember, people have a role in your life. People are important in your life. That gets you to say, what is life all about if you don't have people? First of all, life is being conscious of yourself and others. So that means having people in your life. It's also being with a soul. Life is all about a soul, your soul. Life is about experience and taking them experience. The world don't owe any of us anything. One thing, if we trust and we're practicing, understand that God has a plan for each and every one of us. It owe you anything. So don't think because things are going hard, you want everybody to feel sorry for you. You want somebody to, but everybody don't feel that way because a lot of people are selfish. I want to be in the crowd with the selfless people, the people who have empathy, the people understand that, my soul is important. People that understand that they have a conscience of me being around them, and I have the conscience of them being around me. I want to be around people is understanding what you make of life, what you do with it. I want to be around people where chance to be successful. You want to be around people that allows you that because you can springboard off them. Life is about family. Don't ever forget that, because if you fall into the order, and whether you say I'm not a practicing Christian, and I'm not, just don't forget that you may not understand this. You never put work and community ahead of your family. Family is always right behind God. You may not agree and may not have that belief, but your family need to be ahead of work and community. Also, as we see life, living as long as you can. See, that's what life is all about. And how you do that is making sure your well-beings are all in order. Make sure they are mature. Make sure they're stable. And the well-beings of physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, social, and psychological. Make sure your well-beings are in order. See, life is all about living as long as you can and not being dead and not having dead faith. James 2:17, King James Version. Faith is dead without work, and it's called dead faith. So you can be walking around and still have dead faith and not understand why. Life is about understanding greater than the sum of its parts. See, life is all of it. It's the whole, it's all the parts put together, where you can have joy, where you can have peace, experience love, and know what love is and what love does. Life is about a complex chemical organization. A complex chemical organization. Life is all about understanding different things to different people. Life is seen to be different. Different things to different people. Life is a mystery. We don't know what's going to happen the next day. But as we said, no matter what we go through, we have to put our faith and have a live faith to know that joy comes in the morning. Each day you wake up, there's joy. And it's not about happiness. Go find it in the joy. So life is all about life. Life is about a journey. We all are taking a journey. And we did not, and we cannot change the journey. Because the journey is in the book that have when you even go and you relate this to go to the cemetery, you see a plot. And the headstone will have a date, the journey began, and you have a date that the journey ends. But life is all about the dash. Just remember that. In dash, to have a comfortable dash, you have to have people in your life. You have to have people that you care about and people that care about you. That's what life is all about. Life is all about life. Life is also all about you don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's planned for you. We have to live this life doing what's right. And if we blessed with, as it says, 3 scores, which is 60 years. And time after that, my father always said, my dad, he talked with us and he lived to be 80, 86. Sure. Yeah. He always said, he said, children, I am blessed to be still here. And my father transitioned in 2020, June of 2020. And he said, God has blessed me with 3 scores. Thinking your grandparents and your great-grandparents had, that we give them 3 scores. And everything beyond that is by his grace and mercy. I don't care what people, what faith you have and whatever you believe in. You get those 3 scores. Everything else, you're living on the grace of God and his mercy. Truly, we got to understand. That's why we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't know what our journey is all about. All we can do is look at our experience. See, life is about families. See, when we're not producing families, then we're taking the opportunity to expand life or extend life. Heard people talk about individual seeds, and your seed that is produced with an individual takes your life into another generation. It's important. Life is all about life. Also, we have to understand why life is not about money. As we move forward, we want to give a shout out to our next sponsor because it's important that we give this young man a shout out. He's doing an awesome job in this company, and I thank him so much. This is TriStat LLC.
Business. We provide specialized business and management consulting services. TriStat LLC meets your consulting needs. Contact Mr. William Scott at 334-320-5438 or 334-526-0228.
That's Mr. William Scott, TriStat LLC. He can meet your consulting need. He can work with you when you've been awarded a grant, help you administrate that grant, put your awesome report together through the research you need, and your presentation to the grantors will be awesome. You can give Mr. William Scott a call, 334-320-5438. Mr. William Scott, 334-320-5438, TriStat LLC. Thank you, Mr. Scott. Myron, thank you for taking time to be a part of this. You have Cupcake, thank you for taking time. You also have Restored and Elevate the Mind. Thank you for being here as well. Jeffrey Hardy, thank you so much for giving us a true shout out and support. My frat brother, my LB, which we're coming up on our Sigma anniversary, none other than the VP of Zeta Phi Sigma chapter of Greenville, Alabama, Phi Beta Sigma fraternity, none other Rory Kent Sr., my brother. A lot of us call him man Bird, Dirty Bird and Dirty Bob. That was an awesome time. Thank you so much, brother, for joining us and taking the time to be here. As we move forward, we're going to kind of close this out. We want to discuss why life is not all about money. We spend so much time looking at these various social media sites, people just flashing money and throwing money all over the place. We got to understand that is not all about life. See, life is always going to be about people. You can't make money unless you connect with people. So if you are not a people person, it's hard to make money like you think you can make. That's why we say life is all about people, not money or job. WBSW Radio, the internet station, we're number one. We're excited to have you with us. We have these 6 devices working really hard. We have Big O Live along with TikTok. We have Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, television, and Blog Talk Radio. We want to thank all of those sites for making it available so we can be the number one internet station. So we're really excited. They're having the premier Southern Regional Conference in Nassau, Bahamas, starting actually on tomorrow, the 14th through the 19th. Thank you so much. We'll come and talk about your experience in Nassau, Bahamas. Thank you so much. As we talk about life is not all about money, we got to understand life is more than just money, because life's richness lies in the deep connection we form, our experience, our personal growth, and our positive impact on the world around us. That's what life is all about. It's not about money. I want you to take these words I'm about to say. We're going to shorten it. See, life is all about connection, deep connection. If you want to have the riches, enrich your life, understand our experience. People are not going to invest in you if you can't show how experienced you are. What kind of, if you're in essence out, show the clients that you're working with, because people don't invest in individuals who are not competent. See, I have a saying, competent deserve compensation. Competent. Go do everything that's needed. Put the work in. It's not going to come fast and not going to come overnight. These things about, I'm going to be $1 million if I do a certain job. Make sure the field you're in, you're able to make $1 million. It's nothing but what you said. You're manifesting something in your mind. That's a striving. See, to thrive, you have to already remember, you have to have faith. Faith without work is dead. Again, James 2:17, King James Version. Dead faith. So you have to have faith. So we have to remember that personal growth. See, when you experience something, you should be able to grow. So you be the best version of yourself. Your positive impact on the world around you. See, why money is essential to meet basic needs. It is not the sole reason and won't lead to fulfilling. Now, I want you to let's stop right there. A fulfilling meaning that something is missing. You're not fulfilled just because you have money. And a meaningful life. See, money you can't buy fulfillment. You can't buy a meaningful life. You can let your experience, your connection, your growth, and your positive impact allow you to experience a fulfilling and meaningful life. Money isn't everything, since it can't buy the essential things in life. You know what those essential things are? Health and love. Money can't buy love, and money can't buy you health. The older we get, our health declines. We can go to the Fountain of Youth down in St. Augustine, Florida, or we can go to the gym. It doesn't make you give you one more extra year of your life. That's spending money to get there. It might keep some things happening right then, but it ain't gonna give you another year, because you know who decides that? Our Lord and Savior. Remember when I said your headstone, my headstone will have a date out the year I was born and the date and the year I died. What's important, not those beginning and end, is whether the journey you went, the dash. What did you do in the dash? Was it fulfilling? Was it a meaningful life? Was it for value health and love? See, one of the most important things in life is your relationships. Family relationship, friendship, organization relationship, church relationship, romantic relationship. Those are important. Money can't buy you that. If you're not a likable person, if you're not a person that's able to communicate effectively, money can't buy you that. It can buy you excitement for that night, but it can't buy you a lifetime. It can't buy you a fulfilling and meaningful life. And you can't not extend a relationship. Because when the money ceases to run out, the relationship will end. See, friends and family are the people. So our title is Life is All About People, not money, not job. See, friends and family is going to be there through thick and thin. And see, they are worth more than the amount of money that you might say you have. You will never have more money than you have family and friends. It's what you do with your family and friends can be fulfilling and meaningful. That leads you to understanding the reason why life is more than just money. So yes, money can provide you comfort, security, and opportunity, but it can't provide a fulfilling life and a meaningful life. See, it can provide you meaning and purpose, health and well-being, quality relationships, personal growth and learning, experience in memory, making positive impact on the world, creativity and expression. Money can't buy you that. See, your experience, your personal growth, your deep connection, the impact. That's what family is all about. That's what friends is all about. That's what people are all about. And last but not least, as we get ready to close out, we want to discuss why time is more important than money. See the things that come into play. See, physically take care of your well-being, God may grant you more time. But the book has already been written. We said we would shorten the opportunity to be around here. And that means our well-being, physical, mentally, emotionally, spiritual, financially, psychologically, socially. We must take care of our well-being. And we must be mature in every one of them to have a fulfilling and meaningful life. Money can't buy you those things. So life is all about people, not money or the job you have to make you money. See, you have to understand, money, you're never seen to have enough money. We ask you the question, why is time worth more than money? See, money can't buy you no more time. See, we're going to spend a good chunk of our earning in regards to money. It on stockpiling something, the money, the job. See, I always give a shout out, and I'm trying to see, is that Eden, Sandra, thank you so much for joining us and being a part of. Two things that you protect. No one else can protect that. You're the only one can do that. And that's time, which won't be enough money to buy, and the effort that you put in. Those two things you need to focus on, because it's important that we understand how important time is. See, time is worth more than money. Time is worth more than money. And we always got to keep that in mind. You can't stockpile no more time.
To Blog Talk Radio.
You cannot think you're going to have more than God has in the journey for you. And your effort.
To start your show now, press 1. To hear important instructions, press.
Since it appears you're calling back into a live show.
See, your effort is so important. So as we move forward, I want to share with you. So you think you can stockpile money, which is not valuable? I can tell you can stockpile because you can control the time you use. You can stockpile because you can use it in the right manner. So we're dealing with time. You can't make more time that God bless you to have. See, time is much more valuable than money because you can use time to make money. but you can't use money to purchase more time. Time is more valuable than money because you can use time to make money. But you can't use money to purchase time. Next thing, you can do more with a day off than with a day paid, today's pay. See, everybody earns different amounts. But a day's paid to a rich person, a poor person is still the same. It means you're working. See, with payday, you're given a set amount of money. They can buy you a limited number of items, but it cannot buy you time. It can't buy you time. See, time creates more memories than money. You can remember where you spent time with your family, but you can't remember unless you document how much money you spent. The old saying, have you ever heard this? So the first time, so you have $100 bill, the first time you break it, it's gone. So you can hold it in your pocket as long as you want, but the minute you break it or use it to buy something, it's gone. But those memories you always can have. You can make more memories. You're always going to make more memories than you make money. Because you have time to do that. See, time gives us memories we can look back on, laugh, or cry. And while money helps us, it's never the main focus. It should never be the main focus. People. See, you make memories with people, not with money. You need time to spend money. I want you to hear this. You need time to spend money. So you may have all the money in the world, but you only have a certain amount of time in which to spend it. Do you see how important time is? See, money can buy you a lot, but it can't buy you no more time. Time is priceless. Money is not. Money is money. See, time is money. The value of money fluctuates from day to day. You see now how our economy is. It's putting a strain on the dollar. You see our food prices, gas prices going up and down. See how it fluctuates of money? But time is not going to change. It's priceless. Also keep in mind that time cannot put a price on it. You couldn't put a price on time. And finally, your job is not your life. The order, and it's always going to be the order, it's going to be God, family, work, and community. God, family, work, and community. Work should never be ahead of time. Work should never be ahead of people. Never make the job your life. There are many things you want to purchase. Don't make that job your life. Make your family your life. Our title tonight is Life is All About People, which is family. not money, not job. See, don't miss out what's important. Don't miss out on what's important. And spending time with your family, allowing you to have personal growth, the experience, the memories. And the final thought here, what is important or why people is more important than money or a job? You have to remember, we need money. Yes, money is important. But it's also important to remember there's other things that are more important, like time, family, the controlling of your efforts. This is what we have to remember. It's not all about the money, and it's not all about the job. If you're thirsting for that and become thirsty, you'll never be able to quench that thirst. No matter how many wells you go to, I mean, how much money you make, you're always going to have a thirst. And in the end, you lose out because your family is the most important thing in life. I want to give a shout out to several people joining us. Thank you. This is Matton. Thank you, Keela. Thank you so much for joining us. We have Sherry A. Williams, 46 months. We also have several other people slowly now stroll down and touch bases. Thank you so much for taking time. As we truly get ready to close out, I want you to keep in mind our title. And just to repeat, life is about people. Life is about people. I am living the journey that's a dash between the day and the year I was born and month to the date and the year that I will try order by focusing on work instead of focusing on God, focusing on community instead of focusing on God. Was I out of order, putting work and community ahead of families? Life is all about people, so you can be successful. I want to tell you truly, I love each and every one of you all from my heart. God has blessed us to truly come before you and share with you something hopefully that will be instrumental. I want to share with you one of the last promo, but before I put it on, I want to give a shout out to the girls at Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated because there's an I was trying to get their ad up. And I'm see can I still get it to come up. Kind of having a challenge, get it up. So let me see, can I play it? No, it won't let me play it up, but truly thank you so much. See, God is so good, and if you see behind it change, well, it may give me a chance right now. Let me see, can I get to it now? And this is the Summer in Blue, sponsored by the Brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity. Thank you so much. I'm trying to get it to come up, but it's like I'm having a struggle with it. But thank you so much for being with me as we do this. God is so good. He gave us an awesome time to come before you and share something with you. See, I'm happy because God gave me this opportunity to tell you how much I love you, coming from my heart, truly coming from my heart. A major role in our show is hashtag irresponsible, hashtag keep on grinding, hashtag of making it do what it do, hashtag of making sure you're God first. We got this. Hashtag WVSW Radio. We're number one. We're so glad to come before you. We give a shout out to Sexy Lily Jones. Thank you so much, Lily. Thank you so much for joining us. Vicky, give her a shout out. Vicky is joining us. Felicia Evans, thank you so much. Alford, thank you so much. Diane J, thank you for taking time to be a part of it. One Sophisticated Pearl, thank you. I'm going to say a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. I'm giving that shout out anyway. Thank you so much. One Sophisticated Pearl is joining us. Thank you so much for being a part of this. And as we get ready to close out, I want you to keep in blue. I'm going to say jam. And it'll be happening on June the 21st, 2024, from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. at the Heirloom Event Center in Georgiana, Alabama. The cost is $15. They will be providing heavy hors d'oeuvres, but it's a BYOB affair. The Heirloom Event Center is located at 119 State Highway 106 West, Georgiana, Alabama. Come join them, have a ball. The DJ of the night, the man that's going to be spinning the ones and the twos from 94.1, the Big KD, none other than Brother Daryl E-Train Elliott. Thank you, Brother Daryl, for playing a part here. Thank you. Also, Mary Ruth's Restaurant will provide the heavy hors d'oeuvres. Thank you so much, Brother Marvin Lala Smith and Sarah Katrina Roper Smith. Thank you for taking time to be a part of what we're trying to do. So you have put it on your calendar, June the 21st, 2024, Georgiana, Alabama. The time for the Summer in Blue is from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. in the Heirlooms Event Center, 119 State Dollars. Be there, be square, and you could have a ball with an awesome DJ. As we get ready to close out, we're looking at this probably the last show of the week. We got a couple things going on that won't be put us in this place to broadcast like this before the week is out, if not for sure next week. Thank you so much for doing that. And it seems like every time we get to that crucial point, seems like our set want to go out, but that's all right. That's all right. We're going to put it back up because we want to close out right because God has blessed us one more time. We have Benjamin joining us. Thank you so much. He's joining us. See some other people. RB joining us. Can we get this up?
To start your show now, press 1.
Since it appears you're calling back into a live show, we are reconnecting you now.
We got that storm moving up that East Coast, but we're going to make it do what it do. As we get ready to close out, like I always tell everybody, I truly love you all from my heart. Thank you for taking time to make us number one internet radio talk show. Just an internet station. It's number one radio station. We're glad because we bring all of the social media opportunities and broadcasting under one roof. Thank you so much. Thank you. And as we get ready to close out, the Brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, Zeta Phi Sigma chapter of Greenville, Alabama, like to close this out.
It's been a pleasure to talk about the Brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, Zeta Phi Sigma chapter in Greenville, Alabama. The most progressive Brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. Providing service. They're saying that to the motto, focus on service and service for humanity. If you want to contact those brothers, you can go to Facebook, Zeta Phi Sigma Greenville, or you can go to Instagram, and that's Zeta Phi Sigma Greenville with the number 10. And if you want to tweet them, those brothers, that's Zeta Phi Sigma _10. Brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity, we're proud of you. Make it do what it do.
Yes, Step Chai, thank you so much. And I want to say to you as we close out on all of my shows, I love you. It ain't a thing you can do about it. Have an awesome rest of the night. WBSW Radio, the internet station. We're number one. Check us out. We'll be posting when we're coming back. Most likely before the week is out. But for sure, we're on here Monday talking real to you. Prime time. 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. 8 awesome rest of the night, and we're We got to go. We got to make it happen. We got to get out of here. That's what it's all about. We have to get out of here. We have to go. We got to make it do what it do.
Not how you would have done it. You.
Girl, you got it. Like you know it. Girl, you got it. And you gotta show it. Girl, you got it. Miriam, thank you for joining us. Susie, thank you. Susie Q. 2-1. I tell you, you got it and you know it, but just remember, life truly is all about family, not money or a job. We say good night to you because God is. I am Dr. Elizabeth D. Smith. I'm excited to come and close this out as the Metamorphosis of the show.
Trying so hard, trying to find the words to the way you move your body, baby, and make it hard to maintain.
Woo!
Baby, the way that I feel.
Come on now. We're gonna wrap it up now. Hey, like you know it. Girl, you got it. You might well show it. You got it. Like you know it. Diane, thank you for joining us. Diane J. Woo.
Thank you for using Blog